So guys, what is up and welcome to a FIFA 18 career mode experiment. And this experiment is, to put it simply, what if Cesc Fabregas returned to Arsenal? Could he lead them to glory and maybe to a league title that they have been yearning for many a year? It's key and it's really up for all to see. So of course, this is the peak team I've chosen. We got a back four of Kolasinac, Mustafi, Koscielny, and Bellerin. It's Cazorla, Fabregas, and Ramsey in the midfield, with Sanchez, Lacazette, and Özil playing as a right winger there. So that's the team, and we'll take a look at his stats pretty quickly. He's a good, obviously a brilliant ball-playing midfielder, stunning through balls, and boy oh boy has he been such a huge asset for Chelsea in the years he's been there. So now, to put it simply, it's time for us to simulate into the rest of the season. But one thing I should be mentioning now is that I have indeed placed Arsenal in the Champions League as a test to see how they can do. So that'll be quite interesting to see. But yeah, let's move into the January window. So now we're back for the second half of the season, and Arsenal have been embarrassingly poor in the league. They're 7th at the moment. They're worse off than West Brom, Watford, and West Ham. So very, very poor from them. So they're worse than West Brom, Watford, and West Ham, so it's terrible for them. In the Community Shield, they lost 3-1 to Chelsea. And in terms of the FA Cup, nothing yet. In terms of the Carabao Cup, we didn't even make it past the round of 16 stage. That's embarrassing. In terms of the Champions League, made it out of the group though, and we'll be playing Dortmund in the coming time. So now taking a look at our squad at the moment, seeing how they've been doing. So taking a look at goal scorers. Mesut Özil has had a world-class season, in all honesty. 16 goals and 2 assists. What a fantastic time for him. Sanchez has been very poor. 7 goals in 25 games. Xhaka has been a beast. 7 goals, 4 assists. Lacazette, 2 goals, 2 assists. It's been quite a disappointing season, in all honesty. So, in terms of the best overall defensive player, Bellerin, Lacazette, Koscielny, and Xhaka are tied for having the most clean sheets when they're on the pitch. And of course, let's take a look at the keepers. So at the moment, Petr Cech has not been good. So Ospina has been actually comparatively better, in all honesty. So I may have to consider dropping Cech, but it's been okay. In terms of assists, obviously, Fabregas has the most, but he hasn't been playing enough, so that may be part of the reason why we've struggled, in all honesty. So yeah, Xhaka has been surprisingly good so far this season, in all honesty. In terms of overall, the worst players for downward growth, Cech and Fabregas both lose rating. So yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So regardless, though, now it's time to take this team into the second half of this season and see if they are able to resuscitate their season and maybe, if they're lucky, finish in the Champions League spots. So yeah, let's see. But I will see you guys back in June. See you then. So we're now into the end of the season, and yet again Arsenal come close but just don't have the character to win it, as they finished 3 points behind Manchester United in the Premier League, and it's quite disappointing for Arsenal. Community Shield lost to Chelsea. In the FA Cup, they lost. In fact, the FA Cup, they didn't even make it through to the round of 16. In the EFL Cup, they didn't even make it to the round of 16. And in the Champions League, they lost to Dortmund. So, yeah, in the Europa League, Chelsea are doing very well there, but just quite a poor season for Arsenal, honestly. It's good in a sense, obviously challenging for the title, but not really good enough. So yet again, kind of weak. You would expect more, but Fabregas at least does lift them back into the Champions League spot. So you take a look at the stats now. Czech cleaned up his game. Got 10 clean sheets in the second half of the season, so he was very, very good after those early struggles. Our goals, Mesut Özil got 20 goals, 4 assists all season long, and he was flat out brilliant for the team. Alexis Sanchez woke up after changing into a 4-1-2-1-2, and 15 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, Lacazette ended up getting 9 goals and 5 assists through the rest of the season, which is disappointing, but at the same time better than nothing. Xhaka, 9 goals, 6 assists in the season. Welbeck was meh, but there weren't enough goals overall surrounding the team. A lot of players just didn't get into the goals enough at all. In terms of assists, the top assist getter was Granit Xhaka with 6 assists. There's Lacazette, Özil, Fabregas, Welbeck. So kind of a mediocre show. Really just kind of shows they don't really have good enough depth. So when you take a look at it, Czech has already lost 3 ratings this season. You can tell he's aging. And yeah, Fabregas also lost 1 rating there, and he had an okay season, but to be truthful with you, it was Lacazette and Sanchez alongside Özil that really made the difference. Fabregas was okay, but he wasn't really the world beater and the game changer that he thought he would be. So interesting to know. Arsenal still can't win the title, but they certainly came closer this time, so congratulations. They get the Spurs trophy for putting pressure on the top teams. So yeah, either way, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of FIFA 18 Career Mode Experiments, and I will see you guys later. Peace!